Well, guys, this is live on Yonkers Voice Dynamic. This happened without any preparation whatsoever. Right or wrong?
Correct, that's right.
And I am glad and happy to do this because look, I'm always looking for positive stories. I know that Yonkers, it's full of positive stories, full of talent. Actually, you are talent yourself.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
And we need to bring this out. We need to show the good stuff. We need to show the jewels of Yonkers. We need to show the youth of Yonkers that are doing the positive stuff. But guys, for that to happen, you have to do what Dennis just did. Called up, told me about it. And I said, hey, we need to talk about it. Thank you for that.
Yes, sir.
So tell us about what happened yesterday.
Sure.
Oh, before we go, guys, start sharing, okay? This is positive, 100%. But we need you, we need your help. Because remember that when I do a video, I do the video once. When that video goes all over the place, it's your doing, not my doing. And I would appreciate if you help us spread the positive.
Right.
Help us motivate the youth to do the positive.
We have to. We have to.
Actions, not words.
Actions, not words.
We need to be part of the solution. Lots of us talk about the problems. We all know what the problem. What we need is solutions, and you can be part of that solution. Dennis, tell us about it. Tell us about what you saw.
So, as a lot of you know, what happened yesterday, I could see from the comments, Rue, it was the Locks versus Dipset, and yesterday there was Pride, Rue. Last night, early this morning, all day today, there was Pride, and it was Pride because Jadakiss, Sheek Louch, and Styles P, 3 rappers from New York, Yonkers-based rappers, dominated the Verzuz stage in Madison Square Garden. It was amazing because there was pride there. There wasn't any fighting, there wasn't any drama, and Yonkers was united last night and today because it didn't matter what block you came from, it didn't matter what gang you represented, it didn't matter whether you were 20-something or 30-something or a teenager, it was Yonkers in the building, and we represented Sheek Louch, Styles P, and as we know, Jadakiss has been trending on Twitter all day long. Shout out to the Locks. Yonkers was in the building, definitely, and I loved it.
So today, Yonkers is all over. Yonkers is the talk of the town, the talk of the state, the talk of the county.
That's right.
The talk on the internet, Twitter, Yonkers Voice, Facebook. That's all they are talking about. But I'm so happy for this because look, we are powerful.
Right.
And I think there is more positive going in Yonkers than negative. But the problem is, Dennis, we don't know about the positive stuff.
Right.
We need to expose the positive in order to motivate those folks to be involved in the positive stuff.
Right.
So you were there.
Right.
You were there. So one thing is you telling me about it.
Right.
And another thing is me being there, being part of it.
Right.
How did you feel?
So it was amazing because, and let me tell you all, so you had 3 ways to watch it, right? So you had people who were inside of the building, who were physically there, who saw the stage. You had 600,000 plus people, 600,000 plus people who watched it on Instagram.
Holy
and then you
cow.
had people who were outside of the venue who were watching it on their phones. I was outside of the venue watching it on my phone. And I saw so many celebrities walk past. Fabulous was outside. Dave East was outside. I saw Jim Jones outside. It was beautiful. It was spectacular. And to know that Yonkers was inside was amazing because that's us. And often so many people will say things like, oh, I mean, all right, you think you're from New York, but you're from Yonkers, so you're not even in a borough. That's not New York. But people saw yesterday. What people saw yesterday, they saw New York, and they saw Yonkers.
I like what it just said.
They saw it.
There was us inside. When it says that was us, that means there was us, Yonkers, inside.
That was us.
Shining, making the world known that Yonkers, it's a great city. Look, we have the goods and the bads as any other city, but we have lots of talent.
Right.
Lots of talent. And yesterday was proof of it. Okay. Actually, I saw Jadakiss. I always say his name wrong. Jadakiss. I saw him a couple days ago, somewhere in Warburton, and we briefly spoke. We don't talk much because he's always busy, with his stuff. We spoke briefly, and I just came from there before I came to see you. I passed by Guy's Legacy, Demning Store, 371, Warburton Avenue, a place where you should go and check the stuff. It's a jewel. It's on Warburton Avenue, but it's a jewel. Good stuff. And have you been there?
Not yet.
Oh, you need to go. You need to go. That's where. Look at my shirt. I am the goat, but this goat came from his store. Legacy. Now, do you know what's next? Are they planning something else like this again?
Yes. So they had announced it at Verzuz too. They have a tour coming up with other rap groups as well, which is going to be amazing. And one thing that I love too, and I know when I say this, a lot of the viewers are going to go crazy, is that I can't speak for a lot of other rappers, but one thing about Jadakiss, Sheek Louch, and Styles P, and Jadakiss said it yesterday, and everybody who knows him, and Sheek Louch and Styles P can attest to it, they're outside. You see them. They're tangible. You can take pictures with them. You can dap them up. You can say hello. They follow you on social media. Like, they're real people. And that's what made it so beautiful. We know these people. It wasn't just like some rapper that we couldn't see and we didn't know. People in Yonkers have stories with Jadakiss, and stories with Styles P, and stories with Sheek Louch. Oh, I remember when Kiss did this for such and such's birthday. I remember when Styles P did this for me. I remember when me and Sheek Louch were outside or whatever. So it's beautiful because not only was it us, Rue, but it shows talent. And shout out to all of the talent in Yonkers too.
Definitely.
There's so much talent in this town. There's so much talent in this town.
I have a story about Jadakiss.
Really?
Yeah, I knew the name for a very long time, but I had never met the man. Okay, and the first time I met him, I was talking to somebody. I don't know if it was before, and he told me that's Jadakiss. I said, "Who's Jadakiss?" Because I couldn't connect that Jadakiss was right across from me,
Right.
and we could just talk like I'm talking to you.
That's right.
Okay, you see him, Jadakiss, big name, not just in Yonkers. Jadakiss is known everywhere. Globally. And it didn't cross my mind that I was talking to a legend. So I didn't connect. Then I took a few pictures and I posted it. Then people said, "Oh, Rue, you were with Jadakiss. That's Jadakiss." Right. I said, "Oh, shit." Down-to-earth kind of guy, but with a talent that is out of this world, Simple.
Right.
Humble, approachable. You can talk to them, and it surprises you that they are in a different plateau than most of us are, but to themselves, they're still as human as they were ever.
Of course.
Okay. I passed by, Jadakiss is there playing, now we say, what's up? It's just a regular guy. And like him, there is many others. And this town, as you said, and I have said many times, it's full of good talent.
Right.
Let's tap on those. Let's tap on those talents. Okay. Let's use them as inspiration.
Right.
To strive to reach that goal that we all want to reach. But guys, let's be realistic. It takes work.
It does.
Okay.
It
Like
does.
you a talent on your own. I see how you write. I see how you express. And sometimes I'm reading, I said, I wish I could express myself just 5% of how Dennis expresses himself. But it takes talent. It takes work. It takes focus.
Definitely.
Okay? So things don't come easy. It's not like, oh, I'm going to rap today, tomorrow I'm going to have somebody calling me and say, hey, you want to... Persistence. Sometimes it takes failures.
And it takes time too. You have to remember. What made yesterday so beautiful too is that for so many of us who were there, because I'm 26 years old, so for so many of us who were there, different songs meant different things. Because there were songs I played from 1999, songs I played from, like 2005. So it wasn't just, okay, all songs from yesterday. these were songs from different eras of people's lives. Music has a way of bringing things out of people. When this song played, my grandmother was living. When this song played, you know, this person was in my life.
Was it
when
this
song
place?
yeah. So when people heard certain music and the crowds went crazy, you know, it meant something. When
Flashback.
it was. My favorite part was when Dipset, and a lot of people could remember this part, was when Dipset played New York City. And then, you know, the Lox were like, okay, cool. And then they played a song with Fat Joe, New York. And the audience went wild. And then that's when Kiss said, I'm not from Colorado. I'm not from Miami. I'm not from Colorado. I'm from New York. I'm outside. You can come here and see me. And it's true.
No.
You can see him.
It's true. I see Jadakiss basically every week. Sometimes multiple times a week. Okay, he's there doing his thing. I don't interrupt. You know, he's there with his friends.
Giving out book bags and
Yes.
with the juice bar. And he's a stand-up guy.
Exactly. Actually, last time, not the last time I saw him, but maybe a couple months ago, I am driving around and I see lots of people with food bags, and I stop by Slow Bombs, and I go there to see what's going on, to show the community, look, this is food donation here, you need something, comes down. And who's there donating food? Jadakiss.
Right.
Now, as I was talking to people, they tell me, well, he does this all the time. If it's not food donation, it's book bags donation, it's helping the community, doing things that really matters. Actions, not words.
That's right.
Okay, he doesn't talk much, at least not with me, not yet. Okay, even though a helicopter passed by. Even though I have spoken to him about a possible interview with Yonkers Voice, he said, yeah, he said, why not? As long as we keep it positive. Okay, as long as it's positive. Jada, you got my word on it. It will be positive. And the goal is to promote Yonkers, our community, to stay engaged in a positive, to mimic you, okay, to be contagious of you in a good sense, okay. They see you giving food, they might say, look, I can give food too. Or I can reach out to him and say, Jada, how can I help you? Is there any way I can do it? Is there any way that you suggest I can help the community? Because look, guys, when we talk about the good stuff that we do, as long as we don't talk about those things in a way to self-promote ourselves, to brag about ourselves, it's all good. Because if I do A, B, and C and help 1, 2, and 3 people, and I'm able to motivate Dennis, now we can help 6, 7, and 8. And then if we keep talking, we can help 10 and 20 and 30. So talking about it, bragging about it, with the right state of mind that we're doing it to help others.
And it's persistence too, you know, to everybody listening, no matter what it is, whether you dance, you sing, whether you play a sport, want to be a writer, you know, want to act, just even if you want to get involved in media, stay persistent. There's a lot of people out there of all ages who will try something for a month or two and then fail. You have people who have written books, and then the first year they tried to get it published, it didn't work. And then they said, well, it's not going to work, and they stopped. And then you have people who worked for 2, 3, or 4, or 5, or 6 years, and then the book finally got published, and then that book is Harry Potter, and now that person's a billionaire. So no matter what it is, stay focused and stay positive. There's going to be a lot of people who tell you that you can't make it too. So don't think that just because you make it to a point of celebrity, you know, where somebody is going to be able to see you trending on Twitter, that everything is easy. People don't just achieve a certain level of success out of nowhere. It takes hard work. So to everybody listening, please stay focused. Don't let your mother, your father tell you what you can and what you can't do. Don't let your friends tell you what you can and what you can't do. Don't let anyone in your circle tell you what you can and what you can't do, because if enough people around you are negative, those might not be your true friends. So stay focused and stay positive, because no matter what it is, you can do it.
Dennis, you know, this is one of the reasons why I like to speak with Dennis and many other young people, because, you know, society tells us that, you know, talk with people with experience, you can learn from them. Guys, there is a lot we can learn from the much younger generation than us, because we can tap and listen to what he's saying and say, that's how the new generation sees things. And then we can adapt to it. But making Dennis' words my words, I'm going to tell you something. Don't surround yourself with the negative people that tells you, no, you cannot do, no, you cannot do, no, you cannot do. You can do anything you want to do as long as you have focus, determination, and discipline. But also, as long as you realize that not everything will go your way, and you will have persistence that when you fall, you will get up and keep on going. Another thing that I will recommend, don't try to be relevant by knocking other people down.
That's right.
Be relative based on your own work, on your own persistence, on doing the right thing. When you try to bash other people in order to stay relevant, actually what you're telling us is that you are not relevant whatsoever.
That's one of the biggest things that plagues the town. And everybody, a lot of people know this, that plagues us. We don't have to down each other. There's enough money out here for us all to get some. There's bread out here for us all to eat. We can all win. We don't have to knock anybody down. So for the rappers, let's support each other. For the ball players, let's support each other. For the writers, let's support each other. And let's win, and let's continue to show New York. Let's continue to show the city, upstate. Let's show everybody what Yonkers could really do. Because not that we went anywhere, but even if people thought we did, we're back and we're not moving. So let's keep going.
And I'm going to add something else. Yes, rappers, keep supporting each other. Sportsmanship, keep supporting. Athletes, keep supporting. But I also ask, community, those that are watching us, support them. Make them succeed. Help them. Okay, buy their books, buy their records, buy their music. Support them. Actions, not words. We all can sit here and talk about all the stuff that is the political correct thing to say. We can say all the beautiful words. We can talk about poems. We can say the right things. But guess what? That makes no difference unless actions, not words,
That's right.
go with it.
That's right.
Okay, work hard. Don't bash others in a way for you to succeed. Succeed on your own. Yonkers Voice has been around for 15 years. Okay, I had a very difficult time in the beginning, but persistence paid off. Got up in the middle of the night to go film these, go interview people like Dennis, talk to a whole bunch of others. It was my work. I did not need to speak about another blogger, speak about another news channel in order to be relevant. If I am relevant, it's because of our work. And the same thing goes to the young folks.
Right.
Okay? All I'm saying that is not so I can brag a little bit about myself, even though once in a while I do it. Okay, once in a while I do it, because I'm self-confident that what I'm doing for the right reasons.
Right.
But because I want to motivate those folks not to be crushed when the first guy comes and shuts you down. When they start shutting you down, chances are is because you have the potential to go high.
That's right.
When you're not relevant, nobody cares, they don't have an opinion, they don't give a damn because they say, he's going to fail anyway, so why should I bother? Okay? I don't know if you ever had that experience.
Of course,
okay?
of course.
But I see it all the time, Dennis.
Right, right.
Okay?
Right.
Be positive. So what's the suggestion you have, Dennis, for these young kids that say, look, I've been trying, I'm not going anywhere. You never know when that success...
Don't stop. Don't stop, because the beauty of continuing to try is that you never know when success is going to hit you. You have to remember, before they were Jadakiss, Sheek Louch, and Styles P, they were young, men who wanted to make music, and that's what they did. And then they formed a group, the Warlocks, which then turns into the Locks, and then they are who they are now. So don't stop. No matter what happens in life, there's going to be difficulties, there's going to be struggles, there's going to be obstacles, but that's the beauty of it. Because when you do reach that peak, you look back and say, wow, I was there. And it's going to be tough, but don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. A lot of people in Yonkers know me as Mr. R. I'm the substitute teacher. I didn't get to be Mr. R just because I wanted to substitute teach. I had to go to school for 4 years to get a bachelor's degree before I even got to get into the school system. That was before I even got my master's degree. So there's levels to doing everything. I couldn't even be Mr. R before I went to college. When I was in college, I didn't think I was gonna be Mr. R, the substitute teacher. I didn't know I was gonna have a book out. And I'm not trying to brag, I'm trying to tell you a story. So don't stop, because that one moment, that one song, that one shot that you take when you throw that ball, or that one stroke that you have when you're swimming, you never know who's watching. You never know who's watching. You never know who's watching.
So true.
Stay focused.
It's so true. You have no idea when that opportunity comes out.
You don't.
Maybe somebody be passing by to get, because we are right here in the parking lot of White Castle. Somebody
On
could
the south side of Yonkers.
Somebody could be passing by, watching Dennis talk. So what the hell is going on? Come by, ask us about it, and that could be his opportunity. What I'm saying is, you never know.
Right.
Keep doing what you do.
Right.
You know, stay away from problems, stay away from trouble.
Shout out to Hector Santiago. Hector's there.
Hector Santiago. Hector is always on it, and I'm happy. I'm happy. Hector, don't let your battery die, because you need to watch the whole interview. Hector has this thing with the batteries. You know, when you less expect and you need him to call you, battery dead. Hector, I'm sorry, I had to say that. I had to say that. No, jokes aside, Hector from Stop and Shake is a friend of mine for many years. From the time that I started Yonkers Voice, he was starting his own program. I was there when he first started Stop and Shake. Look, it became successful because of his planning, determination, focus, and execution. Things don't come like this just because you have an idea.
That's right.
Yeah, everything starts with that idea, but there is other elements behind the idea to make it come true.
That's right.
Yes, Dennis?
Yes, sir. That's right.
So, and guys, please, this is the interviews you need to be sharing. If you have a positive story that need to be told, that will motivate others to go in a positive path, others to do the right thing, others to become a success, others to get their art exposed, please reach out to us. You don't need to share those negative videos that we put out. I just put it out so you, as a resident of Yonkers, knows what's going on. What I really need you to do is to share the positive videos.
Positives, that's right.
That is what I really need you to do. Because the positive can motivate others to be positive. Let's be contagious of positiveness.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Let's reach out and touch someone in the right way. Okay. Okay. Let's do things. Let's talk about it. Reach out to us if you have something of positive content to tell us.
That's right.
Okay. Like I said, for 15 years, no one on Yonkers Voice can say that they reach out to me to cover a positive story and I said, no, I'm not interested. Yes, I don't always cover, because sometimes, like right now, we're doing something. If somebody calls me and says, I have something else, can you come at the same time as I'm here? I can't.
Right.
But if availability is there, if you call me in advance, we will make the time to go there. So reach out. Call me, yv.support@yonkersvoice.com. What about you, Dennis? If somebody wants to reach out to you, somebody wants to see your books, if somebody wants to just ask you an opinion, a view on any issue, how can they reach out to you?
Sure. If you'd like, you can contact me on Instagram or Twitter. My social media is @NewYorkStackz, NEWYORKSTAKZ. Again, that's NEWYORKSTAKZ. Or right here on Facebook @Dennis Richmond Jr. DENNISRCHMOND JR. And as always, Rue, thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you, but you didn't tell them about your book. If they want to get your book, where do they go?
They can go on Amazon, and you can type in my name, Dennis Richmond Jr., and find my book on Amazon. And Yonkers, remember, we are going to continue to support each other. We're going to be positive. We're going to big each other up. We're not worried about negativity. We're worried about bigging each other up to make sure that the next brother, the next sister, the next person has an opportunity to shine. Keep shining and keep grinding. Now go out there and handle your BI, you all right?
And guys, we want to be part of what Dennis just said. We want to be part of Yonkers. We want to promote the positive. We want to make it happen. But remember, the only way I can know about the positive that might be going here, North Yonkers, South Yonkers, east or west of Yonkers, is if you tell me, okay? People say, hey, when the stabbing happens, you there. Yeah, because bad news, unfortunately, everyone wants to give bad news. Mm-hmm. When it's something good, not too many people call. So be the change. Call us. You see something good, you know of something good, reach out to us. A few days in advance so we can plan, but reach out to us and we will be there. Dennis, peace out.
Thank you.
Did we say everything that we needed to say, Dennis?
Yes, sir.
Do we need to say anything else?
No, sir.
But we should do this more often.
Definitely.
Because we need to keep talking about positive. We keep talking about changing. We keep talking about the problem, but above all, we need to keep talking about the possible solutions.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
We need to show these young folks that there is options out there. You just need to seek them.
Definitely.
Okay? And we need to have a support base that will actually guide these young folks in the right direction so they can become the next Jadakiss.
That's right.
The next...
Well, not the next Jadakiss, but definitely the next rapper.
The next rapper. Well, when I say Jadakiss, because look, none of us are here forever. And I always say, look, once I'm done, gone, retired, moved out, I wish somebody would be the next Yonkers voice or Yonkers voice and continue to do what I started, continue to give people the news of what's going on. Because what I do, it's because I think that you, the audience, you, the people of Yonkers, have the right to know what's going on in the city of Yonkers. Regardless if it's good, bad, or indifferent, you have the right to see it and to know it. So young folks, reach out. Older folks, reach out. You have something good, reach out to me, to Dennis. Support each other, make it happen. Actions, not words, it's all that counts. And don't forget, support my friend, actor Santiago. Stop and shake. Until next time.
Thank you, Ru. Thank you.